crazy video that's hit social media of this Philly rapper who got gunned down. What are your thoughts when you saw that? What do you think about the whole?
Well, the first thing when I looked at the video was that either he pissed somebody off really bad, because these guys waited for him to kill him. So obviously he might have been involved in something that they really wanted to kill this guy, because the way they did it, they had a parked car. He rode by in a bicycle. I don't know how many rappers that ride by in bicycles, but he rode by in a bicycle. And these guys jumped out the car with masks on, and they shot him, not once, but several times. So they obviously, and then they came back and finished him off. So they definitely wanted to kill this guy.
Right. I mean, I was to look up, because you know Twitter, it's a whole thing. You have like a whole thread, and then you could add certain things in the. I don't know if you're on Twitter like that, but you could see that he did interviews like this in the Opps, crazy stuff. He even, I think, there's video of him like with a shovel at one of his oppositions.
Well, see, that's what happens lately with a lot of these young rappers. A lot of them are going on social media, and they're starting to put out against their ops. Like, you know, I'm going to go to your grave and dig up one of your associates that got killed, or they start dissing them in some way that it becomes really bad. And these young kids, these young guys now, they're not afraid to use weapons because, again, with our criminal justice system right now, a lot of these guys are in and out of the system, you know. So they go out and they do these things because they see it on social media that this guy's disrespecting ops. And, you know, sometimes these people don't play. So it's up to law enforcement to be on top of these things and to go after these guys and to get them off the streets.
Right. Have you seen anything like that before in your line of work?
Oh, yeah. I've seen a lot of that happen. It's just that what it is now is that a lot of these guys are putting on masks so they can try to curtail their identities, so people can't see who they are, where they come from. But it's not going to be difficult to find these guys, because you're going to know what happened to this guy, and somebody's going to give them up sooner or later, because that guy who got killed had somebody, a special loved one, or somebody who cared about him. And I'm sure they're going to provide information to the police about the who, what, why, and where, and why. And it'll come out. But I've seen stuff like that before. I mean, I've seen guys set up and shot buildings, stuffed in canvas bags. I've seen guys buried under steps, seen people burned, shot in the head, stuffed in the room. So, I mean, there's nothing I pretty much haven't seen, you know.
It's crazy you said that. The who, you said the who, the what, and the why?
The who, what, why, and where.
It's funny because the who, why, when, and where, you could probably at least circle in who it was basing on the people that he's talked about, because he's done interviews about it. I'm pretty sure he's done music about it. So, you know, it's like somebody as yourself who knows the culture. I think you would know more than anybody, follow the music or follow what this person.
Well, you would follow his music and then you follow all his interviews, but it doesn't really come from that. It's going to come from the people you know in the streets. The streets know everything. So it's going to come from you talking to people in the streets and them giving you the information that's going to help you solve a case like this, you know?
Right. There was a case, Chink's Drugs.
Yes.
The shooter of Chink's Drugs pled guilty. He took a